Hi, my name's Paul, and I'm doing this video blog about my weight loss surgery that I've got coming up. So, give you a bit of history about me. I'm 38 years old. I live in Christchurch in New Zealand, and my nickname is Kilo, as in the weight. At the moment, prior to my surgery and stuff, and prior to going on all the fun diets that I've got to go on, I am 158 kilograms. Yeah, so I've decided to do this video blog about my weight loss surgery and the aftermath and things like that, just to share with people out there, a bit for my family and anyone else that wants to know how weight loss surgery goes. But first of all, I'll give a bit of history about me. Beginning of this year, at the beginning of this year, I used to be a milk delivery person. I used to deliver milk at the shops and dairies. But I was struggling with my job and I couldn't quite understand what was going on. I'm a type 2 diabetic and I just changed from pills to insulin. And in doing that, of course, you get quite tired. But I was finding it really hard in the mornings to load my truck. I was getting really exhausted. And at nights, I was not breathing well at all. It sort of sounded a little bit like asthma. My lungs were crackling and I thought, okay, bad asthma. But for a while in my gut, I thought there was something wrong. I said it to a few people. I just said, I just think there's something wrong, but I don't know what it is. I said to my doctor as well, I think there's something wrong, but I don't know what it is, but we did all these different tests and nothing came up. But anyway, I started loading these trucks and loading my truck and getting really tired doing that, and I couldn't understand what was going on. So I bit the bullet after my wife bit the bullet as well and said, hurry up and go. That she said to me many times, hurry up and go, so I did. And I went to doctors and explained what was going on, and so he prescribed me stuff because he thought it might be acids, my stomach acid playing up. So he gave me pills for that. He changed my asthma medication, thought it might be something to do with that. And then I mentioned that I had slight tightness in my chest. And I knew this wasn't a heart attack. I knew that it had nothing to do with heart attack or anything like that, but it just said I got a slight tightness in my chest. He said, oh, we'll just get it checked then. So this was 4:30 in the afternoon on a Monday, and he wrote out for the blood test, and I had to go get them done immediately. He wrote his home phone number on the blood test form, which I thought was a bit strange. Anyway, that was 4:30 in the afternoon. 7:30 that night, he rang me personally at home and said, go to A&E, please. They're expecting you. You've got elevated levels in your heart. I was thinking whatever that means, but I sort of went in a bit of panic. Got to the hospital, checked into A&E. They said the levels weren't that high, but they really didn't know I was there. You must probably go home tomorrow, but we'll keep you in overnight. So I was in overnight. At about 9 o'clock, they gave me a diuretic, and at 6:30 in the morning, I'd lost 3 kilos in weight just overnight, which is pretty friggin' scary. But had all these different tests done for the day, and then I had an ultrasound, and then basically came back to me and said, you're in heart failure. Sorry to say, but your heart is only operating at 20%. So I had a whole lot of blood tests, lots of things to try to figure out why I was in heart failure. Had an angiogram, but my arteries are all good. But found out that the doctors believe that I caught a virus 6 to 12 months ago, at like the beginning of this year, 2014, and that it damaged my heart, and my heart had just got enlarged over time and slowly was deteriorating. So that was a big shock and a big start to my year, which basically changed everything for me very quickly. So I basically lost my job because I couldn't guarantee to my boss that I could actually go drive a milk truck. So had to make a quick decision, and I signed up for a course at Christchurch Polytechnic, which was a certificate in human services. Absolutely loving that. A good force change. Went back to the cardiologist 6 weeks after being discharged from hospital. Heart had improved to 30%, so that was really good to hear after taking a lot of medication. But my heart thing is going to be there for the rest of my life. So, to get on the gastro sleeve side of stuff, to the gastro stuff, way back in 2012, I believe, into 2012, my dietitian at Diabetes Centre here in Canterbury and Christchurch, I happened to mention about weight loss surgery. He says, we could refer you for that. And I went, okay, let's just do it, give it a go. So she did. The letter went in, and I was waiting and heard absolutely nothing. I wasn't sure what's going on. She wasn't sure what's going on. We just waited and waited. And then in May of 2013, I got told to go through to outpatients, and I met up with the surgeon in outpatients at that time. And anyway, he told me about gastrosurgery and stuff like that, and he said to me, you'll hear something in August if you've been accepted. So August 2013 rolled around, and I had heard nothing. So I was like, okay, so yes, yep, not going to happen for me, that's cool, move on. And then in November of 2013, I received a letter from the hospital saying, you are on the shortlist if someone pulls out. And I thought, okay, cool. And then I heard nothing. So I basically thought I was off the list. But then in August 2014, just been, I received a letter from the hospital saying that you have been accepted. Now, I thought it was a bit of a joke, to be honest. But couldn't believe it that I actually had been accepted. And about 2 weeks later after that, I received a phone call saying, yep, could you please come in and see the surgeon about your surgery. Okay, so went and saw them, and basically it's all go. So on November 18th, I will be having a gastro sleeve done. And what a gastro sleeve is where they remove basically 2/3 of your stomach, I would say. So your stomach the stomach, I'm not sure if it's my stomach or any of my stomach, but anyway, a max of 3 litres is your stomach when it's kind of full. Basically, they'll be cutting off basically one whole side of my stomach, and I will be down to a 50 to 100 ml stomach. So from 3 litres maximum down to 50 to 100 mils. And then I'll literally remove that piece of stomach, take it out of my body, and throw it away. So that's coming up on the 18th, which is 18th November, which is pretty damn scary, but I'm very excited. I have awesome support around me. I have the support of my wife, I have the support of my family, I have support of some really awesome friends, and yeah, so that's my kind of history and background. That's who I am. Quick thing, you've seen the channel's called Kilo's Journey. That's my nickname, Kilo, the weight. Been around a long time, been known as Kilo for about 15 years now. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from. So just here, this channel, I will be as honest as I can and truthful, and tell you the good points, tell you the bad points. My wife even might tell you some points. My friends might even tell you some points. That might be to give you an insight on what it's like to be a friend or a partner or someone that's having this type of surgery. Because I know it's going to be a massive life change. And not just by the amount to eat, but what I have to do to stay healthy and keep going. Because this surgery will benefit me and benefit my heart, which is not really working that well either, and hopefully help my type 2 diabetes as well. So yeah, it's pretty damn scary, but pretty exciting as well. So that's about it for me. There'll be a little update a bit later on about my appointment. My first appointment after seeing my surgeon was with the psychologist, and yeah, we'll go from there.